Yeah, how are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Red Boxing, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, I know who you are. Congratulations on your new signing.
Yeah.
Why the move?
Like I've said before, I got the 5 fights offered here, and then I got a 5 fight offer off Eddie to renew, and I just thought this suited me better. So no hard feelings for Eddie. It's just the way it is. And I moved here, and I'm ready to crack on with Calla and Issa and. Wasserman's huge and Sky, can't wait.
Sky's not something that you're afraid of, because obviously you know them of old, you fought on Sky before as your broadcaster, so that's not anything new. But obviously working with Wasserman is. We know that obviously your last fight you had the loss. I watched that fight. Talk to me about what happened with the blood was literally flying out the back of your neck.
I think what happened was I'm sure Dave tossed the right hand, I went underneath and sort of caught an elbow on the back of the head, and obviously when I got to the hospital they said it was a vein that burst in the back of my head, and it was just non-stop. I lost I don't know how much blood I lost, but I lost a bit, lost a bit. So
because I remember watching it and I thought, hold on a minute, should have stopped this, because you could see literally the blood. Every time you were moving it was just literally flying out. I'm surprised you didn't pass out.
Exactly that. I mean, that could have helped with the energy levels and stuff, but I mean, I was thinking to myself, this could get stopped soon, but obviously it went the way it did. I didn't have any gas in the tank, and I would have carried on, but obviously the towel come in, and David won, and I rate David. He's a tough, strong, world level fighter. He'll give anyone a hard night's work, anybody at the top.
Yeah, and are you going to hope to meet him again? Do you feel like you need to avenge this?
I mean, give myself some time to get back in a couple of fights and stuff, and if I can make 147 again, which I'm sure I can, strong and correctly, then why not? We'll roll it back.
So like having the time off and obviously the time to reflect off that, I know you've mentioned when you were up there that you had a few issues before going into the fight. I'm not going to pry, but I'm going to say issues such as? Just
personal things, like to do with me, and obviously it's nothing to do with it. It was nothing to do with the boxing. Like, it was total outside the boxing. So now that's sorted it out, just more myself than anything. And now that's it's been looming for like 2 or 3 fights in before. So now that's sorted out, I feel like I'm fresh and I'm ready to jump back in and do what I do best.
And we talk about obviously the comeback. You know, you've had time to reflect. Like you said, there were certain things going on. How important is that going into a fight? You know, having that like fresh mind, nothing going on in the background. How do you cope with that? Like I said, you went into those fights, that fight, you've had a couple of issues. How do you cope with that? How do you get through it?
It's hard. It was hard. But like, it just not really. I wasn't really. It was hard, man. Loads of things that went on I wouldn't want to say, but it's just hard. But it is what it is. I like, obviously I was going to fight no matter what, so I jumped in there and boxed, and I knew I had like, and I didn't know how long the energy was going to last, but what I'd been through, I knew it was going to die at one point, so I wanted to go in there and get in, put it on quick, you know what I mean? So, and that's what I did. I think I caught David in the second round, and obviously I don't think he was too far hurt by it. It looked like it was hurt a little bit, but but he did the job, and obviously it's past now. I want to move on and just love that out.
Yeah, because we know what type of fighter you are. You're quite an aggressive fighter. You're known for your engine as well. A fighter that's got a good tough engine. Obviously you've had some time out. We've got this, new beginning for you. Time to showcase your skills, get back on the horse. What can we expect to see from you on your next fight?
Just more of like what I was doing at the start of my career. A lot of getting back to my old self, being elusive, being hard to deal with, coming from awkward angles. And that's just my style in the ring. It's not like outside the ring. I'm a total different. I'm like really like to fly under the radar. But to get in the ring, I sort of have to put a different character on and like an acting thing in a sense. Like before, the missus has said, I would love to come and watch you in warm up. I says, no, you wouldn't. So why? I says, I'm totally different when I'm like here. Like I've got to put it's a switch. I've got to flick it and then go, and then afterwards I'm chill. But for that, how many minutes I'm in the ring for, I'm a different guy, so that's why I want to go back to, just enjoying myself.
And we talk about, you know, when fighters have a loss and it's like all of a sudden the trainer gets blamed, etc., etc. It's always everybody else's fault. But you've been with Adam Boo for a very long time, and obviously you're still with him. You know, what would you say to any of the critics that have said, "Oh, I should change trainer"? Or
now listen, I trust in Adam. I had a lot of that after, and I just sort of just went, I trust in Adam. Like, it was nothing to do with Adam. It was all to do with what happened with me. So how can I put that on him? I had one of the best training camps I've ever had, in terms of weight and thing, but I also one of the worst in terms of mental health. So, and that was just leading up. It was fights and fights before that were leading up to that, and then obviously it just magnified there. But it is what it is. It's not Adam's fault. It's my fault. So I took it on the chest and took it the way anybody should have lost. You never make excuses, because I was the one who jumped in the ring and fought, and David beat us on the night. So hats off to him. But that's it, man. Move on, and we're not changing Adam. Adam's a genius. He's a good guy, proper coach.
And we talk about mental health, something that's often ignored with boxers. You know, you're in, like you said, you're almost two different people. When you're outside the ring, obviously you're the gentleman, you're a partner, you're a father. When you get into the ring, you're somebody else. So it's almost like you're chameleonising anyway. Mental health is not something that is really, how can I put it, looked after in boxing. I mean, what would you say, looking back on obviously the stuff that you went through, moving forward now, how would you cope with the extra stresses and then obviously dealing with the fighters as well?
Just talk, because this has been going on for like probably more than a year with myself, a couple of years, and just talk. I was keeping it all inside, and then when it happened, everyone was like, "Why are you not speaking?" And I was like, I'm a boxer at the end of the day. I don't want to feel as though I'm emotional. I don't want to feel as though I have got, like, to be a boxer. I feel as though everyone puts that, portrays that thing where, like, well, I am Mr. Tough Man. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's hard, because being Mr. Tough Man 24/7 takes it out of you. Like, you can't be that guy. And I know the toughest of guys get back in the house and they're crying with the girls, they're crying with the missus, they're crying with whoever, the family, and it's like, it's hard, man. Not many people speak about it in boxing, but obviously I would love to campaign more for it, because I think it's huge. But it is what it is. Like, I think I'm through that chapter in my life, and I'm in a good place now, so I'm ready to go.
So when are you looking to fight?
December.
Okay. And have you got any idea of any opponent yet?
Not yet. I'm not sure whether it'll be 154 or 147, but we'll just see what I can make the weight the best at, and then I'll probably 154, and then get a fight in there, and then I think 4 fights a year after, so I can't wait.
And how long have you signed the deal with Wasserman for? How long is it? Or how many fights?
5 fights.
So that gives you a bit of flexibility and freedom to have a look at how it goes, how it works, does it work for you, and then you can either carry on with it, or if you don't like it, change.
I think this is a great network. I've always rated Canada and Issa like massive in the sport of boxing, and Tino Wasserman and Sky. I think it's a massive, it's a power move. But I mean, we'll soon see. But I've got total belief in them, 100%.
And they've definitely got belief in you.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, thank you so much for your time. Do you want to shout out your sponsors or anything like that before we go?
Boohoo's kept us going, so Boohoo, I shout out them. And listen, anyone down Essex, get the burgers, wings and ribs. You'll not regret it. It's my little fast food company, so it's doing well. But man, other than that, everything's good. Thank you for your time.
No worries. October Red Boxing, Josh, pretty boy Kelly. Until the next time. Josh, thank you. Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing, and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.